Now, thank God for Danielle Smith, Premier Danielle Smith of Alberta. She actually stands up for ordinary Canadians, and she actually does, I think, epitomize principled conservatism as much as we have any principled conservatism in Canada. Danielle Smith is the author and finisher of that as far as premiers go, and I think as far as politicians go. Here she is standing up for legal gun owners.
We have a public safety minister who wants to come and take my legally obtained firearms, in which I took a safety course for, legally purchased, but he can't define what a restricted possession acquisition license is. He had to recuse himself from a terrorist organization, which is the Tamale Tigers. I will not be handing them over to the federal government because I'm not supposed to give my firearms to criminals. So I'm not going, so I can't go to the range. I can't do my sport shooting with 90% of my firearms because I became a criminal overnight with an unjust gun grab fraud. I know that Premier Smith is familiar with the homeowner in Ontario who was just charged with injuring a home intruder who had a crossbow.
You should ask her about it.
Yeah. Canadians are being charged for protecting themselves, their families, and their property, and being backed into a corner through submission by the federal government, where we're being told to leave our keys beside our unlocked door, as criminals have more rights than we do. So where would the Alberta Police Force stand in relation to the legal firearm owners?
It's a great question. I'm glad we ended on that. And I'm sorry to those of you still lining up. I did say that was it. Premier, can you address those ones first, and then we'll book it?
Well, let me tell you my frame on this. So the proper use of the criminal code power is the way the feds will regulate around, for instance, vehicular homicide. Like, there are ways that you can use your car that kill people, and they look at that as a criminal penalty, and they charge you. But you know what they don't do? They don't come in and say, red cars have a disproportionate number of accidents, therefore we're going to ban red cars and confiscate them, right? They're able to see that there is one use of that particular piece of property that is criminal, and they let us regulate who gets a driver's license and who registers a car. So I'm just going to take that analogy a little bit further. They can regulate the criminal use of firearms. They can go after the bad guys who are breaking into people's houses with crossbows. And we will then regulate the legal use of firearms so you can continue to own them, collect them, use them for sport shooting, use them for hunting, and use them for other purposes. So we're working right now on what a legislative framework for an Alberta firearms license would look like. And we're going to fight it out because property and civil rights are our jurisdiction under Section 91 of the Constitution. 91 or 92, I always get those. I think it's Section 12. I'll have to defer to my judge on that. But that is as you've seen, we have already taken action in that regard. We told the municipalities, no, you can't have a handgun ban. That is not municipal jurisdiction. We told the RCMP, no, you cannot participate in the confiscation scheme. We've told our sheriffs that. We have told municipal forces, if you want to participate in the confiscation scheme, you have to come and get a permit from the Justice Minister, and I have it on good authority. He will not say yes. There is a piece that we're missing because Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe said that any of the mail delivery services were not allowed to convey these firearms. We're going to have to change our legislation to make sure that that's not a loophole that they can use as well. We've also passed our own Firearms Act, and we will do everything we possibly can to make it as difficult as possible for anyone to get the permit that they need to participate in that program. That's our ability to do that, using our ability to regulate on professions. So in short, you'll see that us and Saskatchewan are going to do whatever we can to make sure that we're defending firearms owners' rights. And I know we're coming up to a deadline here, so just have some patience because we know how important that is. We just have a different approach we want to take in Alberta, and I think that is what the Constitution allows, and we'll see what the courts say about it.
So thank God we have a Premier who understands the Constitution. Thank you for sharing this station with your friends and family. Thank you for hitting that like button, because I tell you, we are fighting back in a way I've never had to before, because I am going to keep this station on the air. I am going to keep fighting for freedom. I'm going to keep fighting for justice and truth, because that's all I have left. And I am damn determined to resist this Carney government in any way possible as it encroaches upon our individual freedom. And it will continue to do that, mark my words. And that's why we're here today. I'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. 10 a.m. This has been David KRAYDEN, broadcasting live from our nation's capital in Ottawa. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.
You can't handle the truth.
Resolve to resist